Well, I guess we're getting started just because I was trying to fix my hair. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria, and I'm the trigger warning. I have it set to start when I put my full palm out, but for whatever reason, it does it whenever it feels like it, when it sees any part of my hand, and sometimes it's even done it without that. So I guess it's just gonna do whatever it wants to do. Anyways, I felt the need to come on today. It's not a day where I usually record. Sometimes I do though. I don't know what message wants to come through, but it does feel that there is something that wants to come through. If you're returning, hey guys, what's up? Everybody who, if there is need and necessity of message receiving from you today, please put that request in right now. Let's get these energies powered up so I can channel them. All right, I haven't even selected an incense or anything yet, so this is very interesting that this reading is different yet not different, right? My dog just farted, dude. I hope that did not get picked up. And then he stands up and he's like, and wants to walk away from it. He's so awful. We're gonna go ahead and use Shri Krishna incense stick, okay? I love the smell of these, but my favorite is the Lord Shiva ones. They're in the blue box. Oh my god, those are divine. I love them. I don't think I have any. I don't have the Ganesh ones, but those are the ones that I would like to try. What are you doing? Why are you licking carpet? No, dude. Go let, you want to out? Let me let him out because he is in a mood today. Come on, I'm not petting you. We don't have time for this today. Go. Okay. All right. No. I still gotta finish getting dressed and all this other stuff, so. And I gotta figure out how to get this hair under control because clearly putting it up was not enough. So we're gonna do the little basic things that I usually do before I even start recording. It's actually usually the first thing that I do. So, you know, maybe there's significance with that. Maybe all you need to do is change up the order in which you do things. Maybe you like your routine. Maybe you don't want to change your routine at all. Okay, well, what are 2 or 3 or 4 things that you usually do around the same time? You know, like, for example, in the mornings, we all have our routines. Some people brush their teeth in the shower. Some people don't. You know, some people brush their teeth very first thing when they wake up. Some don't. I don't know why that's important, but it's something as minute in your routine as that, where if normally it's the very, very first thing you do, make it the second thing. Even if it's the most important thing to you and it makes you feel, do it. Do it. There's something about it's almost like the rejection of switching up the level of importance of something so minute but yet significant that you're comfortable with. You like where you have this set in your day. You enjoy this every time you do this, right? Like maybe it's your cup of coffee, or maybe it's your daily walk. Maybe it is your supper. Maybe you love exactly when you have your supper. Supper. I said suffer. There's some, okay. Setting these little minute boundaries of changing something that's so important to you that you actually enjoy. It's like you're rejecting you're not rejecting the thing you love, right? No, you're actually rejecting it being moved further, delayed, or taken from you, okay? So that's actually a good negative to send out, because you're showing your displeasure from that. You're displeased with what has happened. Okay. So let's see what it is that you're displeased with that is on a, it feels like a larger scale. Okay. If you're new, hi, yeah, this channel, we're very random. I don't have that. Let's be slow and steady. That's a wasp, and there's another one right there. Dude, I swear, the moment I open these windows, cunts with wings everywhere. Welcome to the South. November, and we're in November now, so this is definitely a reading for right now. Okay, where's my little thumb thing? What is this suffering about? This is really weird, but from some of you, I'm getting that you're tired of sharing your sunshine with the fucking world because the world is just so cold and barren. It seems cold and barren to you. And you're like this sun, this shining ray of light everywhere you go, and it feels like you're tired of sharing that. A path with money is waiting for you. So you could have a job that requires you to be, I'm just going to say it. You could have a job that requires you to be nice to a large amount of people, or perhaps people whom you normally wouldn't even associate yourself with. All right. And the only reason you're doing it is because of the money. But if that's the case, then what that has revealed to you is you like this income bracket specifically where you're at, right? Perhaps you like the potential for growth and increase in income that this path has as well. However, you don't like, it feels like it's putting you in situations that make you cold. They make you cut off, and it's like you rebuke energetic and even like verbal connections. It feels like you actually, even if you're being like super duper nice, it feels like your energy is saying fuck off. You will be taken care of in different times. You could be, yeah, somebody here, you really don't like the way that you're making your money right now. A new path is going to open itself up for you, okay? And it feels like there's something in my left eye. There shouldn't be. I don't have any eyeliner on today. It possibly could just be allergies. I was just petting the dog like however long ago. Guys, I didn't even file my nails. I trimmed them. I didn't even file them, so they're all like jacked up looking, so I apologize. I just wanted to come on. I honestly didn't give a fuck. I didn't want to even put on pants. I've still got my PJ pants on. I just did, the whole work from home. The whole work from home. You gotta look like business up here. Even that, listen, I'm like, look, I put my Be Patient With Me shirt on today. It says, please be patient with me. I'm from the 1900s. Where my 1900 babies at? You guys can relate, right? It was a different world. It was a beautiful world, and we did not appreciate it for what it was. We did not pursue the changes that we should have pursued when we had the blessings that we did of simplicity with convenience. Okay. If that resonates for you, then this is absolutely a channel for you if you're new. If you guys are resonating with this so far, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let's tie our energy in deeper. I'm going to try to probably lean back a little bit more because the last time I had the incense going, it was really drawing everything out, and I started like I had to delete the reading because it was so bad. It was so bad. I just kept coughing and coughing, and my voice was like if you guys could see some of the things that happen, like the behind the scenes, the making of, right? I used to love those shows. Maybe you like those shows. Ooh. Oh, this is the making of you right now. This is look, we have a sincere wish will be granted. Yes, this is the making of you right now. You probably resonate with being someone who, whatever you did, you wanted to be able to, provide for yourself and your loved ones financially. You wanted to be able to, have plenty of time for leisure, and you wanted just enough luxury around you. I don't know, to just for just the things that you want. It doesn't feel like an energy of excess, of obsession with the material or with spending, things like that. No. I mean, maybe you did have issues with that at one point because you thought that was happiness in some way, but I don't feel that that's your energy now. I feel you guys are in a place of just really being tired of, it feels like not being appreciated. You're tired of not being appreciated by those who most absolutely should be appreciating you, because they see how hard you're working. They see like you've expressed things to them. Maybe you've openly communicated when you're going through something, and they see how you power through and still do things anyways, right? But that's what this November feeling, that's what I'm getting from this, all right? So this could just be how the majority of the collective, there's 3 of them now. I hope they don't mess with my spider, because then I'm going to have to get involved. She's the only one I allow in this window. And the moths that come at night. But, back to the message. Yeah, I really think, you don't want everything to be so serious. You don't want it to be everything all business all the time. It's like, can I get a fucking break? Can I just relax? Can I just be, and can I just have a moment where I don't have to feel like someone or something is pulling me this way, pulling me that way or the other? But please know that you are like the cane, or the staff supports the wielder, right? It is a tool. Yeah, staff and shield. What? Listen, you are supported and protected. I almost said, bro, my kids talk like that. So maybe you're a Gen Zer watching this. Shield landed right on top of the staff. You need to defend yourself, and it says you will be taken care of in hard times. Don't hold back. Please don't bite your tongue. If someone fucks with you right now and they're rude or disrespectful, you most absolutely have the right to say, I don't see how I may have offended you, but what you just said was highly offensive, and whatever, right? Yeah, keep it short and simple. The horse, a short journey in March. Okay, so from November to March, we do have a timeline for this reading, all right? So from November to March, we have the money path, the staff, the shield, needle and thread, and horse. So this is probably something that you're not even sure if you can pull this off, but you absolutely are going to be. Sorry, y'all. I have like, it's sticky from sugar from my tea that spilled on my finger. Listen, I told you, I say trigger warning because I'm very real with you guys. If I sneeze, I sneeze. If I cough, I cough. If my dog farts, my dog farts. If one of my kids knocks on my door, I'm not going to edit shit out. I want you to see my readings from beginning to end, unaltered, unedited. And if I can't fucking give you that, then I don't deserve to be doing these readings. At least that's how I feel personally. I'd have to trust that everything is happening and coming out during these messages the way that they need to be, to reveal the greater truths for the greatest good of all. Because this isn't about me. This isn't even about you. This is about a greater plan. This is just helping me and you and everybody else who watches this, right, and interacts with us after having been involved in this energy, to be able to keep our focus and remember the goal. Remember where this is all going. Remember how you've been promised that it ends, right? What have you been shown? Keep hold of those things, and don't feel as though you need to. Don't feel as if you need to do any major changes right now. And it is a short journey. Listen, Linda. Needle and thread with horse, short journey. So a sincere wish will be granted. So clarifying this November energy of you're tired of shining your light in a cold world. Totally get that, by the way. And the money path, that a path with money is waiting for you to find it. And staff you'll be taken care of in difficult times. And shield, you need to defend yourself. I feel you have been placed, or you will be placed, in situations where if you've said, I will never remain silent in this situation again, or if you have said, I will never let anyone talk to me like that again, I will never let anyone do that to me again. All these, yeah, I'm getting Justin Bieber's never say never. Never say never, right? It's your rebuking energies that have lessons, that have knowledge, that have insight, growth, expansion, perception, possibility, all these things that they can bring into you. There is good in the bad. There is good in the bad. Positive can be negative. Positive and negative combined serve a function, okay? So don't, oh, this is like, yeah, don't be defeated. Don't be defeated by the cold. Don't be defeated by the dark. Shine that light anyways. Be the sun that comes and melts the cold and warms the snow and the ice into water, right? Warms the earth itself, so that all of the living beings, even the ones who are, having fun with the cold, they still appreciate the other seasons. They still need the other seasons, right? Yeah. For some animals, the harvest is from the moment the trees begin to fruit and flower. So keep that in mind. You're going to have what you need, especially when you're called to defend yourself. So if you feel like you may be in a tight position, like if this is at work or with a landlord or with, I don't know, some sort of authoritative figure, right, that may have some sort of power over you, it was granted to them. It can be very much, taken away? What's the fancy word for take away? You will be playing a different role. Yeah, a sincere wish will be granted, short journey, and you will be playing a different role. And this one is attached directly to these. So let me see these first real quick here. All right, for somebody here, I'm going to say it because I'm getting it. If you do so happen to get into some sort of a disagreement at work that leads to your dismissal, it feels very much so like this was an egotistical dismissal, and there will be enough witnesses or evidence to prove that. So basically what that means is that even if they tried to deny your unemployment or whatever, they absolutely would not, because there's just so much proof that you have. I don't know, I'm seeing somebody here that you may also have like a hidden camera set up at your desk at work. I don't know why anyone would do that. Maybe you just stream all day. Maybe you're a streamer from work, and I don't know. It's possible, right? But yeah, look, you'll be playing a different role in Star. So even if you do are permanent, not permanently. See, you're scared that it's going to be permanent, but it's not. We have the horse right here at the center, short journey. November to March is not that long. Oh my God, I just looked up and there was a really giant wasp right there. It scared the crap out of me. I'm just a couple feet, so if I were outside, it would be like too close for comfort. Year of the horse, thank you. Year of the horse could be significant for somebody here. You could be a year of the horse. That could be confirmation for you. However, the horse is at the center of these energies. The center of the energies, the core, short journey. This will not last. I'm telling you, even if you lose your job, 1, you'll have unemployment, and 2, you won't even be unemployed that long. I mean, yeah, literally right now when I'm filming this, it is close to mid-November. And March 1st is only 4 months. So it's like 3.5 months right now, maybe 4 months if it's, closer to the end. We have, oh, getting together with friends, both dogs. Well, two dogs. There's another one, but protection from a powerful friend and getting together with friends is here. So for some of you, of this defending yourself, they're going to be, you will have witnesses and supporters, okay? Absolutely. Yeah, and guaranteed success. This, and it's tied to the money path. Let me see how these are tied. Let me do these real quick, because I did those, so let me do these. For some of you, you're going to need to defend your dreams, your ideas, your hopes, your desires. It feels like somebody, fuck them, bro. Like, they see the way you're shining when you're describing what you want for yourself. And it's almost like on the inside, they're like, dude, what the fuck? Why are you, that's not, what the, who even are you? Oh my God. And literally, as I said that, at the root of all this could be an older man. And he could be a ripe-ass cunt, because there's multiple cunts with wings flying around outside my window this whole time. Dealings or relationships with an old man, okay? Let's use a different deck to get some clarifiers for you guys. But for those of you that this isn't work, wherever this older man is tied in your life, that's the area of your life that this is in, all right? But honestly, I really feel like this is career related. We have a different role, success, the money path. The money path is the path of career, right? Unless you see, I don't know, because I know there are some people who don't see money when they think money. They think money, and what they see instead is like maybe the people they care about the most, or I don't know, vacation time, whatever it is, right? So please know that money path, it's a path that's going to be able to provide you materialistically with whatever resources you need to achieve this sincere wish that is being granted for you. So I feel like let's ask about that. What is this sincere wish that is being granted, please? We're going to use the Shaman's Dream Oracle for this. What is the sincere wish that's being granted? Oh, I said grounded. Horses are beasts of burden. You've been carrying the burden of being the light, of being the positivity, of being the ray of sunshine for so long. But it's because you are the horse. You're made to do this. This is what you're built for. And I know it has been taken advantage of. I feel this. But you were built for this, so all it's literally done is absolutely, positively, 100% make you stronger at what you naturally do. So things that used to really hurt you or break your heart or make you feel used, even if those things happen now, they're gonna happen, and your energy is gonna be so shielded from it that you are now going to be responding the way that before, if that would have happened, you would have been derailed, and it would have been how you would have thought to yourself down the road. I wish back then that I would have acted this way, or I should have done this, I should have said that. What you are now becoming, you're becoming that. Bravo, okay? This is what you were made for, whatever this is. You have guaranteed You know what? I hope you do get caught in that web. You're lucky you got off. Wasp. Ooh, you know what? I feel like reading the wasp one from there. Oh, we have Sky Dancer with Surrender. Yeah, I feel like looking up the wasp card in this animal deck that I have here for you guys and reading it. I have like, look, I have stuff stacked. I have stacked and rows. I would show you, but it's such an annoyance. And now that I notice it, this is actually crooked too. There you go. Let's straighten you out. There you go. All right. Oh, so you could be finding yourself doing this a lot. The little slump with the little head tilt. Oh, I want to give you a big hug. But look, believe in your magic. Believe in that spark of light, of love, of peace, of softened tenderness that's inside of you. It's so beautiful. And every time somebody dismisses it or is oblivious to it or purposefully deflects it or uses it, manipulates it, right? It's just because that is a moment for you to surrender to the truth that, okay, this was what I would have done in their situation because this is who I am. This is how I would be in any given situation. Let them show me their truth. Let my ego be eclipsed and just let me know this is mine and make what theirs is the center focal point. For some of you, you're really going to realize that this older man is just in their ego. And I literally don't feel like you're even raising your voice. It's just I'm telling you, you could be smiling and saying things in the nicest way and your energy is saying, fuck you. I'm telling you. Okay? Surrender to that, though. That is a beautiful power to have right now. There's lots of symbols. I'm seeing runes and symbols, petroglyphs on this sword. So whichever ones come to mind for you, there's something significant about them. 12 and 10. We have 48 and 37 here, okay? So 4, 8, 3, and 7, all four of those numbers could be significant. November is 11. Wow, they are just almost swarming in a way out here. It's because it's so warm today. And March is the 3rd month. So any of those numbers could have some form of significance for you, right? It's at the bottom. Compassion. Yes. Listen. At your best, you are love. Okay? At your best, you are love. You want to love, you want to give love, you want to receive love. You want to just be able to be you, be happy being you, and be surrounded by people who are like either it's like detached from you. Like it's, I don't know how else to say this because it's like I'm seeing, friends and family member type things where it's like you're vastly different, right? But there's still like laughter and unity and enjoyment, pleasurable experiences to be had, right? And I'm also seeing you out in places surrounded by strangers, but it is still it's like there's nobody saying any remarks. Even if people look, it's like a look and a smile and a nod hello, right? That's beautiful. And maybe that's what you do. Maybe that's what you need to do. Or maybe this is a sign of what you will see happening more for you. The more you reveal to yourself what parts of past events were a part of you and what was just revealing to you, like what would be you. Sometimes I know we don't know what we'll do in a situation until we're put in it, right? But from what I'm seeing here, it's like the moment you try to hide, it feels like things, yeah, it's like was it Mary or Pip? It was Pip, right? Peregrine Took. Yeah, full of a took. Peregrine Took. Everywhere he goes, he either falls or he bumps into something or he knocks something over, right? That kind of vibe. It feels like anytime you try to hide your energy or pull your energy back, it feels like this is what happens in the world around you. So it's like you can't hide. Because like you're hiding behind a rock and the rock crumbles into dust. You're hiding in your house and suddenly there's all sorts of stuff going on around your house that's bringing all sorts of people around your house, right? And so there's somehow, because our energetic fields can extend out like 10 feet, all right? Please keep that in mind. And some even further than that, depending on how you work with energy, how tapped in you are with the energies, and where your level of connection is, all right? Because we're not allowed to go some ways, our energies. Some of us aren't allowed, not everyone is. And keep that in mind. So also keep in mind that not everyone is able to be as compassionate as you are. Yeah, unmarked trail, revelation, radical acceptance. This is radically accepting yourself. There's some way in which you need to radically accept yourself and the burdens that you've been carrying. Whatever you feel has been burdensome for you, whether that's relationships or, maybe you're always the one making all the money and you want to be taken care of instead of being the one making all the money. Maybe that's your burden, is always being on that money path, and you want to still be on the receiving end, but you want to, your work and your effort to receive that, you want it to be put in a different way, right? That if that's for you, then remember that sincere wish will be granted. All you have to do here, the baseline for you, is to go forth in this cold world, even where you feel a little unsteady, it feels, okay? Go forth anyways, because the path you're being guided to is that money path right now. And all you have to do to be on it, even if you don't realize you're on it, is to make sure that you are defending yourself. This is standing up for what you believe. This is not taking people's shit. This is like, I'll use myself as an example, all right? And one thing I noticed decades ago for myself personally was that there were many energies around me that they sexualized me from a very early age, and it made me very uncomfortable. And so part of what I had to grow forth from that environment was an energy that could acknowledge there would be moments where I would probably be around that again in the future, but where I would feel it's like you feel like the dominant force in those situations. You're not afraid, right? You don't feel overpowered. You are the power, you are the fire, you are the flame, you are the path and the way, because you've had faith, you've done things right, and now this is a moment for you to release that flame as you're being guided so in your heart, right? And you'll know this. If you're meant to speak up and say something, you'll know this. There was one time I was 14 years old and I was in a store in a little small town out in the country, and there was a group of Hispanics, men. It was like 3 or 4 of them. I think it was 4, yeah. And they they were doing their thing in the store, and it's like a train wreck. One slammed into the other, and it's because the first one was the first one who saw me. And he started saying things that were not very gentlemanly. And that day I was fed up. I was tired of boys just thinking that they could come approach me and say something about my physical appearance. I was so fucking over it, dude. And I was only 14. I had just turned 14, okay? So, I turned around and I spoke to them in Spanish because I'm Puerto Rican, for those of you who don't know. Yes, we come in this color too. And I told them straight up, that's not the way that you speak to a lady, and you should be very careful because you never know who can understand Spanish. Have a good day. And I left. And all I heard behind me was all their various reactions, the gasping, the random giggling from one, another one, and I did get an apology. I didn't care. I didn't turn. I didn't look back. As long as you acknowledge it. That's what you need to do. This is the energy that is begging you to embrace it. It is not wrong to spit fire when necessary, when called to. The energies, they come summoned from within us. And it's our connection to source. Fucking Jesus knocking over tables and shit, whipping people, right? And they deserved it because of what they were doing. That is proof in and of itself that yes, God is love, but love does not tolerate disrespect. So the biggest thing here I feel you may be learning, if I'm being very honest with you, is not to disrespect your damn self. How the fuck are you going to let someone talk shit to you and not say anything back to them? I know that sometimes it's best not to say anything and to just walk away. Absolutely. Now, I will say, if this is someone in a familial or lover-like situation, you know, someone who's meant to be family, someone who's meant to care, someone who's meant to be considerate, someone who that is the role they're supposed to be playing, and they're coming at you sideways, blaming you for things, pointing fingers at you, talking down to you, absolutely, that is a moment to defend yourself, and you do not back down. Me and my mom used to argue like cats and dogs, and if you've been on my channel long enough, you know I loved my mother. I love my mother so much that it's been, 3 or 4 years since she's passed now, and I will still randomly see something where I'll like smile about her and I'll just start bawling, laughing, and smiling all at the same time, because of the connection that we had there, right? It was very heartfelt, but it came from a lot of a lot of truth being spoken, a lot of hearts opening and pushing back the mind to just allow the divine wisdom to come through, and not the fears of the mind trying to calculate everything, right? I don't know why this is important. Maybe you're dealing with this. Maybe that's what's going on with you and an older man right now. Let's get some cards and ask. We'll go a little deeper. I know this has been going on long enough, but you don't have to stay if you don't want to, darling. You can absolutely leave, and we'll have tea again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Now, if you're staying, we're going to find out more about this man. Should we use these? Is that the Epic Tarot? Yeah, that's the other Book of Shadows. I want to use the So Below, like here in the Earthly Realm one. Oh, I was gonna get the y'all want to see the cunts with wings before you leave if you haven't left? Let me just find it in the book, because sorting through the cards will just be a pain in the ass. So, where's the wasp? Oh, look, it opened to the spider. So I was gonna say, I was like, maybe some of you identify more as like a spider. You know, you keep to yourself. You don't want anyone fucking with your web. You don't want anything on your web but what you're about to eat, right? There's the spider right there. And it says, make your dreams real. A sincere wish will be granted. Success, okay? You are on the path to financially being able to provide for yourself the life that you want. It feels like there's doubt creeping in because of how long it may be taking, or there's doubt creeping in because of the challenges that are presenting themselves to you, are bringing up opportunities for you to defend yourself and to advocate for yourself in ways that you once said you wanted to, or that you would. Oh, I will never let this happen again. I will never let that happen again. I'll never let anyone talk to me like this again. I'll never let anyone do this to me again. Okay, those are your opportunities. Let me tell you, I said all of those things and they ended up happening. For those of you who don't know, a little bit of background on me. I was married very, very young at 18. We stayed together till I was 29. And yeah, I know, all of my 20s, I wasted my youth, man. I didn't. I had my babies, and life has been wonderful with them. And seeing not only myself, but my mother, my sister, and even their father and his family members in them. It's just been a beautiful journey seeing all of that in them and getting to experience that. So listen, this is part of looking back at your past and not hating it for what it was. Your past is beautiful. Your pain is magnificent, because your pain has revealed some undeniable truths to you, okay? So back to my story. I said all these things, and I created this web when that marriage ended, and I walked away, right? Things that I would never do again. I would never allow again, right? And then over the last ever since then, if I'm honest, because there's still stuff coming up now, and I'm just like, damn, I guess I really did say that once upon a time, huh? And so then I have to revisit that, and it's could be things like that coming up to you, and this is little clearings. It's like, yes, let these illusions, let this fire, you know, the smoke comes from the fire. Once some of the whatever is being used to burn has burned away. That's where the smoke comes from. It's no longer part of the log. It's no longer part of the stick. Now it is mist, and it is dissipating into the air, and the chemicals in the air and the earth itself, everything will then use those components to alchemize them and transmute them into something completely different and new and magical and wonderful. Just like you are going to do. And look, I haven't even shuffled yet, but we do have this rage tower at the bottom where somebody's really pissed off. And like I said, I feel like part of what's going to be going on here is that you're going to be very matter of fact, I just got point, how do you even say this word? I can see the spelling. Poignant, Poignant. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I'm getting that. So maybe that's for somebody. I hope that pronunciation was right. I think it is. I'm not sure though. But it feels like you're just being very, you're using just facts, clear facts, cool, calm, collected. And even the most coolest, calmest, collected people around you may be getting triggered with some of these truths coming out of your mouth. And that's okay. Let it happen. Even if it's something that you just get a glimpse of and your intuition's like, told ya. And you're just like, yeah, you're right. It's undeniable, man. We saw it, right? Yeah, I totally saw that. And you're like, we got this. And you just keep going. This is how you let truths reveal themselves. So, I guess that's why my little experiences are coming up, because when I ended the relationship that was the greatest lesson of my life, basically, it absolutely transformed me. Whereas the time in the relationship itself, all of that transformed me as well. Yeah, look, Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Didn't I say? I said it's learning. It's the lessons that we learn from the experiences that we have that brings us to fully being able to identify what this Ten of Pentacles actually looks like for each of us. And for everyone, that money path is going to be different. Maybe you have a lot of cash money, but you don't have a lot of close relations. Maybe you have a lot of close relations, but you don't have the cash money. Maybe you are feeling like you're just still in this cold world where all you have is your own warmth. And if that is you, I absolutely am sending you the biggest, warmest hug right now to let you know that you are not alone. And I hope you can feel it. I hope you get chills. I hope that this energy finds you and comforts you and lets you know you are never alone. All right? You are never, ever alone. None of us are ever, ever alone. Look within. I promise you, if you open your heart, Spirit will always be right there to meet you. Always, always, always. Make sure, though, that you're defending yourself, and you could be having to defend yourself from an Aries or a Pisces, because March into April, that's Aries. But end of February into March, that's Pisces. All right? So March, anyone with a March birthday, it could be a Pisces, or what was the other one I said? Aries. And November could be November into December. So Scorpio into Sagittarius. Yes, Sagittarius. You could have this whole list of, it feels like maybe you wrote some sort of list of what you wanted, right? From life. And you got that list, but judgment. I could feel it. I could feel it. After receiving that life, things began to reveal themselves to you. Truth of the heart, confessions from the heart. Ace of Cups can also be, it's a gift from the divine. The aces are always a gift from God, always. Aces is always, this is given to you by the universe, right? That's why it's the hand coming out of nowhere, coming from the cloud in the traditional tarot, to show that it's God reaching into the reality to give this to you. The cups speak of emotions, but they also speak of psychic gift. So for some of you, this is an activation that is coming in for you. And this is why you've had to be in this cold world energy where you're the sun, but you're like the sun hiding behind the mountain, right? Secretly carrying the burdens of what it is that concerns you most. I said we were going to ask about this older man, and I've just been going on about you. I really don't think anybody else matters right now, okay? Let's ask about this older man. But it feels here that what's happening for you is that you're being given lessons of what Ten of Pentacles is, all right? What Ten of Pentacles truly means. Judgment's being called in on your heart, on what is truly in your heart. Let's just randomly put these back in. Or you know what? I guess we could use the other one. No, I want to use this one for the man. For whoever this older man is. So let's cleanse these. Let's please bring it in. I'm not making fun of anyone, by the way. I absolutely love all accents, and I wish I could 100% mimic every accent in the world, because I love them. I love hearing humans. I love hearing their native tongue, and I love hearing them speak in English, where, you know, I can understand them. I don't mind the accents. I think they're absolutely beautiful. Some of them are a little hard to understand, but that's when you request, I'm having trouble understanding you, you know. It's just like if you were speaking in their language, they would probably go, huh? And you'd be like, sorry, how do I pronounce this? And maybe write it down for them. Maybe you could be somebody who travels a lot and you've had to pick up a lot of languages, or maybe you're just in linguistics for somebody. I'm getting a lot of random stuff today. This is really cool. For those of you wondering, those wasps are still hovering around, by the way, and we haven't gotten to the page yet. They're like, talk about us. It's like, okay, I will. Where are you? Turkey. Page. Vulture. Next, that's wasp comes after the vulture. There it is. Sometimes life stings. Yeah, sometimes life stings. But not today, Satan. You see how I closed that window and they didn't get in, and they're trying, do-do-do. So these little fucking cunts with wings are trying to, you know, get into your energy and try and hurt you. That's not happening. Yeah, sure, they're doing the same song and dance they've probably always done. And for some of you, that's very specifically this older man doing the same song and dance that they've always done. But this time, your energy is shielded from it. They cannot harm you the way that they once did. They cannot break you. They cannot manipulate you. They cannot deceive you. They cannot steer your soul in any direction, so long as you surrender to the truth within you. Do not deny the truth in your heart. Do not deny what you feel. And if somebody's pissing you off, let them know. All right, so what do we have for this man? We have 5. There's more. Hold on. We do have 5 of Pentacles, though. All right. Jeez. I guess there's something you really need to know about whoever the hell this man is. So we have the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, wow. 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and 10 of Cups reversed. So this is, this could be someone that you chose when you were not as confident as you are now, and you were not as connected with yourself as you are now, and that is causing friction with you and this older man. Okay? This could be, it could be an uncle, could be a parent, but it could literally, this could be like your boyfriend or your husband. It feels that you were, yeah, look, do you see how this 5 of Pentacles looks a lot like this November? Okay. You could have met this person when you were not fully yourself. You, it feels you had made choices to make other people, oh, you were a people pleaser. No offense. Please don't take offense to that. I think people pleasers are very beautiful people. They're very loving, very giving. But I do wish that they would all see that the only person that they need to please is themselves, and anyone who loves them despite how they take care of themselves, who loves them because of how they take care of themselves and who they truly are, those are the people who should be around you, all right? Those are the people who you should love unconditionally and give your all to. Wow, there are 2 cunts out there right now. I guess this video won't be getting played overseas because it's not a nice word, Maria. I know. But it's coming up, all right? I'm very defensive over, like you see, like I can feel how protective spirit is being with you. You weren't really happy. You weren't really happy because it wasn't, but it's like, okay, so this older man is someone who's helped you, they helped you learn more about yourself, right? Or see yourself more clearly. maybe remember yourself in some way. But it feels honestly that the more you do, this Five of Wands, do you see? It's like, it feels like the more that you do, the more you end up arguing. But it's because you were not as confident as you are now about yourself, about who you are, about what you want, about what direction you want to go to in life. It seems that you've found, spiritually, you have found your happiness. You've found a new target, a new goal. And that's all that matters to you. You're ready to put in the work for that. You're ready to move in that direction. Okay, for some of you, this man could feel like you're almost like leaving them behind, right? Like you don't care about them, and it may be frustrating you because that's not how you feel, but it's how they're perceiving it. You want to see the world. You want to see the world. You want to explore the world. Your soul seeks evolution. Your soul seeks new experiences. It's like your soul is welcoming to change. Yeah, you could find yourself daydreaming a lot now, despite the arguments, and it's like you're still trying to do nice things and take the time to it feels like you're trying to show that you're persevering, like this beast of burden, like the horse. You're just persevering through things. You're not dismissing them, their thoughts, their beliefs, or anything like that, but you're also embracing your own. And I feel that maybe for some of you, what it is that this person doesn't have the same optimistic view on things as you do. All right, maybe they just need a little bit more growth. Maybe there's nothing you can do for them. I don't know. But what is the advice for the collective? You could be this older man also. Please keep that in mind when you're watching my readings. The energy is fluid. Let your energy flow wherever it feels like it's you, okay? Because we're all just mirrors. So this man as well is learning more truth of himself. He might not like what he's learning because this tower fell right on there. And that's what I was talking about, that anger. Like this person's threw their cup on the floor, that their entire energy is painted red. So they're seeing red. They're very angry. You guys see the past very differently. You're for some of you, this man could be trying to alter your perception of the past. They cannot alter the truth. What is the truth? One moment, guys. I gotta get another candle. I should have grabbed it earlier, but I did not. Let's go ahead and bring two on over here now. Okay. You could see me in my PJs. Oh, this is, and I had a feeling, put your jeans on. Just put your jeans on. Just put your jeans on. I was like, I'm keeping my sweatpants on. It's sweatpants season. I was being a little brat. And look, now it's going to be posted online for the world to see me in my fucking sweatpants. My PJ pants at home. Awesome. Okay. My neighbor, ladies and gentlemen, that drives his lawnmower around the neighborhood. Yes, he literally does. Ooh, the truth is that you're seeing the role everybody else played. You're seeing the role, like, you know your picture. You can paint your picture, right? But you're seeing now the role that this man played. So, but it's almost like it happened so that you could learn how to reflect back on your past and learn things different. Why is this tower here, please? Oh my goodness, look, the Ace of Swords at the bottom. The truth. So the truth could come out. When the truth comes out. Yeah. You're learning. I knew I felt this. You're learning to put yourself first, but then you're also, it's like you're placing people where they justly belong. Okay? We have the Sword of Truth out here twice. Archangel Michael, heavy in this reading. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for cutting through the illusions and bringing us the truth and the clarity that the collective needs at this time. Archangel Michael, from you specifically for those tied to this man, what do they need to know? King of Cups. You definitely have love for this man. Remember that. Remember the love. Always remember the love. Even when there are moments of disagreement, even when you want to boil over. Yeah. Learn from love. That's what Archangel Michael wants to remind you of. Learn from love and come from love, right? Deliver lessons with love, because the knights, they're not only messenger, they're a greater messenger. Like pages bring messages. Like, here's a letter for you. Knights, they come bearing gifts, right? The Knight of Swords brings the sword. The Knight of Cups brings the goblet, right? The Knight of Wands brings this wand. And who knows what else they bring with them on their horse, because they journeying or whatever. So bring love into all of the lessons. Try to fall back into love. Try to, and I know that's not always easy, but try to fall back into love. For those of you that this may be someone who's trying to alter the truth for you, it feels that the moment they try to alter the truth, Spirit's like tapping your sword, like letting you know, you can wield this, go ahead. And it feels like you're the one who, it's like you burst forth with the truth. It puts them in their place. It's like you remember things exactly as they were. You remember the good, the bad. Even though you may not reveal this to people, you remember. You remember. You could be a water sign also. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you could have those in your chart. It's taken you a while, but you're looking at the past differently now. And it feels like, yeah, whatever's going on with this man, for some of you, it's finally clarifying things. Yeah. Unmarked trail, revelation. I'm telling you, it's revealing little bridges or connections here and there. Things that are tied to the truth. And these are things you're going to have to be able to, again, radically accept, okay? And look at the bottom, we have the compass, and it says lost compass, getting back to integrity. Look how beautiful these are together. The compass, the heart is the compass to the soul's map. I've said that since day one on my channel. Your heart will guide you. Let your heart guide you. So many people think that that's weak. No, it's weak if you don't know your own heart. But if you allow yourself to learn from your heart, if you listen to your heart, if you trust in your heart, and you learn how to find that balance of cooperation between the head and heart, right? That's the merging with spirit. And it's a totally different ballgame if you can do that. Perhaps that's where you're at. That could be what you're learning at this time. Queen of Swords. Yeah, that could be what you're learning at this time. It could be a kind of strict lesson that you're being put in some sort of uncomfortable situations in temperance in order to bring the balance that needs to be brought. Two of Swords, indecision, meditation, thinking things through, taking your time to think things through. To see how far you've come, how you've grown, how you've changed, how you've evolved. Yeah. Acknowledging all those things, but it's like everything is like a clean sheet of paper. No lines or nothing for you. It's like you're being placed in a position where you might not be able to see what direction things are going in. But you're absolutely heading back to center, back to your heart, back to your truth. Whether that's learning your whole truth or parts of it, pain. Yeah, remember that I said the suffering in the beginning? I can feel that on this one right here. You know, when you're alone and it's just you and your thoughts, and you know, you just feel the pain of things. You can't run from the pain anymore. It's just there because everywhere you go, there you are, right? And if that's what needs to be felt, then that's what needs to be felt. 22 could be of significance for somebody here. Yeah, but your heart is a tool of transformation. Remember that. So take the pain that you're feeling and ask that pain, what are you trying to tell me? What is it that, why do you keep coming back, right? What is there left for me to learn from you? And you'll be shown these fucking cunts with wings, man, I'm telling you. Just want to get some fresh air. Grace and generosity, benefactor. Listen, you'll be playing a new role and guaranteed success, all right? And with benefactor right here, for some of you, there could be an older man coming in. Yeah, they're the key. They're the key. This person, they're in your line of work, or a line of work that is your line of work. You just don't know it yet. Yeah. All right. This has gone on super long. I hope this helps. I could keep reading forever. I would love to tap into each and every one of you and see exactly what it is that you need. Yeah. Oh man, I knew it. Didn't I say getting back to yourself? And I felt called to look there. It says root girl, the disowned self. Card number 46, right? Breaks down to a 10. So any of those numbers. I am going to read this one and then we're going to stop the video. So if this resonates with you so far, go ahead and like the video. Thank you so much for letting me read for you guys. I will be uploading this right away. I won't have a picture or anything on it just because this feels, I want to give you this message, this positive message that even though the world may feel cold and empty right now, I'm seeing the snow and the ice melting, okay? Warmth is returning to the land. You are the land. warmth is returning, all right? And that warmth is going to be returning to you in the form of money. I know they say money can't buy you happiness, but I'll be damned if I've ever listen, I'd rather be crying in a Bugatti or on a yacht or in a tropical paradise where I've built myself a little hut, right? Versus crying with no food in my refrigerator and not sure how the bills are going to get paid, and no, living in fear that if anything happens, I don't have any savings or any, I don't even have like a card, because maybe your cards are maxed out, right? A lot of Americans especially are swimming in debt. But it's like, I'd rather have the money and know that materially things will be taken care of. Listen, money's just another tool. Money comes in. What you do with that determines how long that money lasts. You could piss it all away and then you've got nothing, or you could take that money that comes in and you can invest. You can build yourself a home. You'd have to buy land, right? Look at what type of title you want for that land before you purchase it, and make sure that the whatever you're building, make sure you're using the best, finest materials, right? Are you worth it? Are you worth the best, finest materials? Are you worth a stone home versus a wooden hut? Yeah. Be your own protector. Be your own guard. Grace, generosity, gifts, support, and mentoring. When a benefactor, oh no, that's not the one. Oh my God, but the benefactor. Okay, so yeah. I didn't pull it out. I'm sorry, but apparently that one's important. When the benefactor weaves her energy into your life, you're put on notice that all manner of positive reinforcement is coming your way. And look, didn't it say you will be taken care of in difficult times? A path with money was waiting for you to find, and a sincere wish will be granted. It's just going to be a short journey. So this could be something that just takes a few more months. So if you're strapped for cash right now and you relate with that shit, or if you don't have, tangible wealth, please know that there will be a transition and a shift in this between now and this March, okay? Dream sharing and caring into being, and you will be amazed to see this vibrant seed take root and spread. Do it just because, and the benefactor will give you her blessing. Remember how I said come back to heart, come back to center, because you're this light in a cold world? And we have the beloved, the radically accepting and coming back to your truth. Even in moments of conflict, come from that place of love with anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter how mean you may want to be, or how mean you may be justified in actually responding, right? Because you may be fully justified. Who knows? But what you're being asked to do is to instead let that energy, let it fuel the manifestations you're calling in. So when people shoot rudeness at you, when they shoot disagreements, disrespect, take that, and instead of saying anything back out or doing anything to anybody, take that energy within yourself, let that fire go deep, and then ask those energies to please go in whichever direction they need to go to bring back to you more of this, more of that, more of the other. And then ask them to please put a boundary to not let more of those come in, because you want them to send out and to bring to you these, because you don't feel you deserve this. And if you do deserve what energies you're receiving, you're going to continue to receive them until you realize it's something within you got to change. But if it's not that, then you will see how quickly those things dissipate. All right, so the root girl, the disowned grief. Own your grief, by the way. Own your grief, own your sadness, own your pain. Pain is beautiful. Pain is beautiful. All of that makes you who you are. It's a part of you. The need for acceptance and love, hidden beauty. Root girl sits shivering, unclean and naked at the base of the tree of the self. She is unloved, unwanted, and shunned for her deformities. She has no home, but is safe burrowing underground to dwell near the deepest roots of this sacred tree. Who is she to you? Could this urchin be the one part of you that reintegrated can lead you to wholeness and true purpose? This is a part of you, the embodiment of a deeply flawed perception of your failures, manifesting as guilt and shame. When you project envy onto others, or any emotion or instinct that you've learned to repress or deem unnatural, it's this homeless child self crying for attention, acceptance, and love. You want to lash out, ignore it, or push it aside, all the while refusing to acknowledge this ugly quality as belonging to you. But if you would only look into the root girl's eyes and see the beauty and the unmet need, your unmet need, you would realize that this part of you asks for your compassion and understanding. This part of you was born when you were wounded and were conditioned to believe you're not whole, that your expression of self is somehow too much or too little. You may have even inherited this creature from your ancestors. However, it was this child self however it was that this child self came to be curled up at the roots of your sacred tree self, it's time to welcome her into your heart. When you do, everything you've been searching for becomes illuminated, and your path lights up with renewed purpose. When you welcome love, root girl, geez, I keep saying the wrong words. Mercury retrograde. Okay, take 2. Or is that 3? When you come to love root girl and claim her as your own, accepting her and your humanity, she is transformed just as you are. Then all manner of magic begins to arrive in abundant form. Look for the beauty. Look for the beauty in the pain. Look for the beauty in the anger. Look for the beauty in the deceit. Look for the beauty in the deception. Look for the beauty in the rejection. Everything always leads to truth. Everything. This is a fractalized part of yourself that is ready to be reintegrated and add to your power, add to your truth. All right? This could be a part of you that you shunned because people told you it was wrong. Oh, you think you're this. Oh, you think you're that. You're always acting like this. You're always acting like that. That was projection, babe. That was projection. Tell that shit to fuck right off. Those energies, those are the wasps. All right, guys. I'm very defensive over our collective, if you haven't noticed. Very protective over you guys, because I know that our collective is a rare collective on this planet who is still open to love, who's still open to learning, who is still open to being the nurturer, who is still willing to carry the burden of peace and love in this cold, cold world. So yes, I will absolutely pray for your protection and empower this with all my might. May you receive the clarity and truth you need in these coming months and days, weeks, because we do have all the way out till March from November, all right? And again, it doesn't have to be that. It could be less time than that, and it could just be that those months are significant because of somebody's birthday, or possibly those are times back in your past where major pivotal events happened for you, all right? Only you will know these things. This is a coming back to self, all right? This is you reconnecting with parts of yourself that at some point in time maybe you deemed unworthy, but now you're welcoming them back into you, all right? So yeah, that's all I have for you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Sorry this one was so long, but it was a beautiful message, okay? And I hope it helped. Bye, guys.